welcome back to Stranded Deep, welcome back to Pacific Paradise, and welcome back to this menu we find ourselves on. Last time we were in the cartographer and we were making an island, or in fact we were finishing off an island. Hobbs' Revenge we called it, and we were putting animals and resources on there. But now it is done and we need to go back into the main game. We need to start a new playthrough on New Game Plus, and we've been playing since 2016, so I hope we've got New Game Plus by now. We're going to get new boxes. We're going to go onto the starting island at the very beginning of the game, and the first thing we need to do is make a shelter so that once we have saved the game, we can then start putting custom islands into our world. So it's going to be pretty slow starting out. We're going to need to get our skills back up. We're going to need to gather resources back, just like a survivor. Just like a survivor first entering the world anew, like a newborn castaway, I guess. So let us hit up play. We're going to use a random world, single player, yep, difficulty normal, yep, wildlife normal. So difficulty normal with wildlife normal just means we're going to get sharks and crabs, oh my. Gender is going to be female because, well, there was a thread on the Baldur's Gate discussions on Steam, and somebody was like, why do males play as female characters? Is it kind of a weird thing? And the answer is no. We have choices. The game gives us choices. We can use the choices. Sometimes you just prefer playing a female for two reasons. First of all, she gets ballet pumps, and second of all, she doesn't wear her watch like a complete psychopath. So, yeah. Prefer it. Also, shirt's better. Starting crate on. So the starting crate is the New Game Plus items. You have to complete the game at least one time, escape the archipelago. Once you've escaped the archipelago and left on the aeroplane and got the end game credits, then you can start a new game, and then you will get the starting crate options. That gives us the rubber duck, it gives us the machete, and it also gives us the carbon fiber spear gun. So if you wondered how you got all of that, turn the starting crate on when you're playing through a new game. Permadeath off. This isn't Minecraft, and let's hit start. Yes, creating a new random world will in fact erase any existing save file. Okay. And here we are on our private jet with the drinks cabinet opposite, taking an entire chair. Why is our flying companion in fact a drinks cabinet? I've never worked that one out. Also, this happens. The other drinks cabinet's just away with the unicorns, but drinks cabinet friend here. Oh, it's still our friend. It's fine. We're gonna have pina coladas together and other things like martini ? Which I believe. Oh. Which I believe martini is like a gin. Also, drinks cabinet appears to be inside our skull now, which is fun. Red wine's still around. We have a newspaper. Oh, my legs are in the way. This is embarrassing. Shark claims another victim. What is that? Another outbreak occurs. For harbour and lighthouse. Oh, shark claims another victim for harbour and lighthouse. Okay. Now, two things you should note. First of all, there's nobody in the cockpit. Glass cockpit, lovely. Also, roof line up, fantastic. You can't get out this door because the other drinks cabinet, unfriendly drinks cabinet, is in the way. And there's a big crack in the floor. And you have to go out through the hole in the wall, which is terrifying. And just get to the life raft. Okay, day one, and we have to boogie and we have to bounce. We have to grab the paddle. The orange bit is, whoa, there's a shark. Immediately, every single time, there's always a shark just swimming around your butt. You cannot start this game without a shark being inches from your butthole, because the game loves putting sharks right where the sun does not shine, unless you find yourself in a nudist colony, in which case it probably shines there all the time. Please use a high factor sunscreen, because otherwise your butt's going to get bleached. I don't know where I was going with that thought. Anyway, if you are starting this game on New Game Plus and you're like, what do these crates look like? You get the unique plastic crates. Because the unique plastic crates are unique, they're plastic and they're only available in New Game Plus. They have inside them a machete that does not text. Yeah, machete does not text. So, yeah, it's a... Oh, crouching, there you go. Machete with a plastic handle. So that's fun. You also get the sunscreen, SPF 50 with 5 doses. You also get the black maglite flashlight, which is kind of nice. You get the rubber ducky and the rubber ducky. You also get the carbon spear gun, which is decent. You can zoom in a little bit. The trouble is we only have 4 carbon spear gun arrows. I believe on console there's some weird thing like you can only use the carbon spear gun arrows with the carbon spear gun. In the PC version you can use any spear gun arrow with a carbon spear gun. I think it's a bug, but if you go on the Stranded Deep specific forum and say, hey, my carbon spear gun arrows run out, why can't I use any other ammunition? And they're like, oh no, that's the way it's designed. It's not, it's a bug. Anyway, we're going to put all this stuff back in the box because we don't need it just yet. Rubber ducky, you're going to go over there. So yeah, that's how you get the plastic things. There is a bit of food, bandage, and a compass here. We got the paddle. Always put the paddle back on the raft because you'll lose it, and then you got the sea anchor here. So we have C, which opens up the crafting menu. Here's F, which opens up the watch. Left click shows us that we have no skill. Our arms are weak like cooked spaghetti, which is a bit of a problem. We are healthy, but because it is after 10 o'clock in the morning, SPF is going to do a number on us. We're going to need to gather a bunch of resources. So we're going to need to get rocks. Rocks are going to be super important because we only get a few of them on the island. Hello, Mr. Crabs. I don't think we get super big crabs at the moment. We're going to need to do a few things. We're going to need to get our skills up, because our skills are awful at the moment. We also have a bit of an issue, an in-game bug, because the food in the world is about to disappear, all of it. And when I say the food in the world, I don't mean that you can't just brain a fish and then chomp his insides out. What I mean is if we venture into the inside of the island, there is some fruit. That fruit is there because we've just started the game, but in about a day or so it's going to go rotten, and in about 3 days it's going to vanish. I'm going to pick it straight away. So that's guava fruit. And there is a reason I'm going to pick it and not eat it. There's only potatoes. Is there kura? Oh, no. No. So the bug is that it just goes rotten on the vine, essentially. And if you don't pick the stuff up straight away, then it will just go super rotten and then vanish, and then we'll no potatoes, no kura, no guava, and no nothing in the world. I'm not seeing that this island has any potatoes. I'm not seeing this island has anything other than what we've just picked up. This is actually a bit of an issue. So I'll show you what you should be doing. If you find the fruit, go to a box and then pop it in there. That is going to go rotten, but it won't vanish because it's still in the container, which means you can still plant it in a farm plot and then farm more food. So in terms of farm to table, we can't harvest that yet. In terms of farm to table, that's what you're going to need to do. Farm it. There's a lot of rocks in this island. This is a rocky by island, and also, hello. This palm tree is floating. I think it needs to be annihilated. We should probably destroy that palm tree. Okay, fine. We're looking for rocks. Yeah, there is a lot of shoreline rocks here. We've got some planks. We've got some wood. We've got some metal. There is a big wreck over there. There's a big wreck over there. There's some wrecks out there. The trouble is we can't deal with the sharks. So if a shark comes for us, we are completely, well, probably deboned actually, because the shark is going to suck our insides out, which is what they tend to do. We do have some food on us, so we're not struggling at the moment for things to eat. Rocks are super important, so we'll grab these. Unfortunately, I think the pickaxe, which is something we can use to... There's a lot of crabs just there. Which is what we can use to get ourselves... Oh, pee-pee. Get ourselves some more rocks, some rock nodes. It's like a level 3 crafting item. So that's going to be... Oh, cloth. And more cloth. So our list of issues. One, we don't have any way of getting water at the moment. So water is, what is that? That's not you. It is a level 2 crafting item. That is something of a problem. Well, there's loads of wrecks around here. There's a wreck there. 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 Wow. So there's not a lot on the island itself, but there's a ton of wrecks. So the first thing we need to do, okay, let me get into the shade so we're not doing battle with the sun. This will do, I think. Is it going up? No, it's still going down. Okay. Shade, shade, shade. Is it going up or down? Oh, it's still going down. Weird. Shade, shade, shade. Oh, come on. Shade me up, shade daddy. Right, we're going. Okay, so this is a rock node, and there's a rock node, and there's probably like maybe 3 on the island. Is that one over? No, I don't. Oh yeah, 3. So usually about 3 on a starting island. The trouble is, while it is very efficient to make yourself a refined pick, that is a level 3 crafting item. So we're going to need to craft ourselves a crude axe, and that's level 1. That's locked. The only thing we can make ourselves at the moment in terms of tools is a useless fire torch, because they are useless, a knife, a lashing, kindling, and a stone tool. So let's craft a couple of stone tools, because we're going to need them anyway. So holding down C will give us our fast craft menu. Now we can use a stone tool, which has 100% durability. Unfortunately, that's not great, because stone tools now can get broken. What is the time of day? It is 13:49. So yeah, by hiding in the shade, you can increase your SPF. We're out of space? Oh, we're out of space. Now stack that. Okay, we're not out of space anymore. Yeah, hiding in the shade will increase your SPF. So that's fine, your sun protection factor. There we go. We got some fibrous leaves which we can turn into lashing. We're going to get the yuccas first. That's 100% durability. What was the one we were using? Not that one. Well, let's just see. How fast does the tool go down? It's now 94%. So we lost, what, 6% durability by smacking up a yucca. So eventually we're going to need to use the tools. We can't just use the stone tool forever. It will disintegrate after a while and vanish from the world. Ooh, okay. So how do you put your custom island into the game? Because you haven't done it yet. Oh yeah, we need to make ourselves a shelter. We need to save the game before we can add things like custom islands. Otherwise, it just won't... Well, it's not going to be available in the cartographer if we don't save our game. So let's do this. There we go. Grab that. Right. And is it 3 o'clock yet? Nearly. So we can probably go back out into the sun. Fine. So what we need to do is craft lashing. And lashing. Craftsmanship is now leveled up. Lashing and lashing. Okay, cool. So we're also going to need to make... so in order to make the water still, we're going to need a coconut flask. We're going to need to chop down a tree. Fine. Okay. So we'll go to tools, and what I actually want to do is use... So it's crude axe. I want to use some of the stone tools that will also actually have durability lost on them. So that one, not you, and this one. So I'm going to put that on the beach. Okay. What else I'm going to put on the beach? That's an interesting question. What else does it need? 1 stick and 1 lashing. Okay. Fairly straightforward. So right click and we can use that as a physics object, and then we can go and grab ourselves a stick, which we have in our pants. So we don't need to do that. I'm just going to go here and put this, put these into the box, and put those into the box. I'm just going to get rid of some stuff from my inventory. Right. So we have no stone tools. We have 1 stick. I'm going to put the stick on the beach. There you go. It's probably not going to use it, but we can now make ourselves a crude axe. It didn't use it. It used one from my inventory. Whatever. It is now after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so our SPF is now going up again, so that's fine. Because we have the axe, we can now chop down a tree. Was there a floating tree? I think we earmarked the floating tree for annihilation. Yes, it was. Let's chop it down. Oh, only the top comes down. Well, that's fine. So by chopping trees down, it's going to get our harvesting skill up. There you go, as if by clockwork. We also had a coconut fall. Coconut. Okay. You can only eat and sup from 1 coconut per day, but if you eat and sup at 1 minute to midnight and then eat and sup after midnight, like 1 minute time, then you'll be able to eat 2 coconuts in that period of time. The timer literally resets at midnight. So we're going to grab these. I'm going to smack that. And then grab these palm leaves. I can't grab you. You are now a physics object in my hand. Alright. I will drop you on the beach. And I'll drop all the other... Oh. Fall out of the thing. Okay, we can actually create a pile. Which I will do there. Okay, there we go. A pile of palm leaves. Right. We can probably create a pile of sticks as well. Why would you make piles? Okay, so the piles are there in order for... Did we put any sticks anywhere else? Yeah, we did. The piles are there in order to turn physics objects into non-physics objects. If you're having trouble running the game and you've got like 1 million physics objects on your island, make piles. Because the piles... well, apart from the fact they're not a physics object, also, if you walk into them, you can actually stand on them. But what is in the container? You haven't looked in the container. It's been there all the time, like Chekhov's container. There's nothing in the container. The container is empty. It is an empty container, but it is a useful thing with building materials. So we can harvest all of these panels and doors and use them for building materials. But as the sun goes down on what was a beautiful day in paradise, we only have like an hour and a bit left. We need to get working on, there we go, on our shelter. So we need to click on here. Nope, yep. Where's my shelter? Oh, there it is. It is the tent. 3 sticks, 4 palm fronds, and 1 lashing creates 1 shelter. Where are we going to put it? I'm going to put it here. I'll put it somewhere in the sunlight. There we go. That's better. Nice. Pop. So we'll put that there. Grabbing some more lashings. Fibrous leaves. Ooh, my brain. Can I grab those fibrous leaves? Yes, we can. So the sun really is going down on what was a beautiful day in paradise. But because we have the shelter, we can save and then we can sleep. And when we sleep, we can skip the night, so we don't actually have to work through the night. It does cost us food and water though, so we still don't have a level 2 crafting, which is something of an issue. Yeah, we do need that up. So crafting. Level 0, level 1, level 2. We're going to need to craft some stuff. What can we craft? We can craft more lashings. That's a thing that we can do. I mean, we're going to need a lot more lashings anyway. Do we have anything in pants? Yeah, let's do it once around the island. Grab some fibrous leaves. So once we have made ourselves, we can kind of just about make them out in the half light. The reason you would want all the fibrous leaves straight away in your pants is mostly because fibrous leaves will regrow after 3 days. And now we have a bit of a problem because the sun's going down and we can't see anything. So, because we don't have a lantern, the best thing we can do is go to our shelter and we can save and then we can sleep. And we wake up on another day. The moon is going down, which is good. So we've slept the night away. Food and water is now very low. So, we have a coconut in my pants. I'm just going to do another once round for lashings. I keep confusing them. Do you ever have one of those times when your brain's just like, this is the word that you need, and your mouth is like, I don't think it is. But for some reason, your brain and mouth are just not having a good time together. So you just end up saying the wrong word constantly. Lashings and fibrous leaves. Well, the fibrous leaves are what we need. And when we can turn them into lashings. Why is everything on this island floating? I don't know. It's just one of those things. So we'll grab as many as we can, and then they'll respawn. So we have ourselves a shelter. And what we can now do is put into the world our map, and I might do that in the beginning of next episode just to show people who haven't been keeping up on the map making episodes, which is fun. Okay, cool. I think that's all we can do for the time being. So things that we can craft, things that we need to craft. We can craft a fire pit. That's fine. It does use a lot of rocks though, and we're going to need we need a lot of rocks in order to make the water stills. It's 3 rocks. How many rocks do we have? I don't think we got that many. 4, and we already got 2 tools. Right. Things that we can craft. We could biff up. We could actually biff up the fire pit and see what happens. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that we can craft. Maybe stone tools and just lots of lashings. Okay, let's do lots of lashings and lashings of lashings. 2, 3, and that's it. Okay, we will need a coconut flask. We're also going to need to eat and drink. So let's drop that down, smack it once, twice, and then it's drinkable coconut. That got us a little bit of water, and then we can get some food. Hoof that open. And then we can eat the entire contents of the bounty bar. Or, as has been pointed out several times before, the Mounds bar if you happen to be in America. Nice. So we've done that. What we can also do, because we absolutely do need... Where are you? There you go. Coconut. We do need to make ourselves a coconut flask. What we can do is quick craft the coconut flask. Craftsmanship's gone up. But wait, it's got water in it. And we can drink from the coconut flask because that's now water and not drinking from the coconut. If we just drank from a bunch of coconuts, we poo everywhere. And that's not great. What does that mean? What does that open up to us? Still can't craft the pick, so we're kind of still starved on rocks. What does a pick require? 2 stone tools. Okay, so as long as we keep 2 stone tools in my pants, that's fine. So 1, 2, right. You can, look at that. Okay, fine. You can get in there with that lot. I will, nope. You have to have it in your hand and then you can create a rock pile. Right. So I'll do that. There you go. Right. We are okay with food and water mostly. We still have the food on the raft. We have ourselves a little shelter and we have a bunch of stuff ready. Can we create a water still yet? Water still, yes we can. So we have all the parts. We have 3 rocks, we have 1 cloth, we have 1 lashing, we have 1 palm frond, and we have 1 coconut flask. Some of these items are in fact on the beach in front of us. As long as it's within 90 degrees of your field of vision, you can pick stuff up on the beach. So what we'll do is we will craft the water still. And all of that stuff will still be there until we actually craft it, and then it all vanishes. And we got a bit of a problem because we used all of the fibrous leaves in order to craft the water still. So there are no more fibrous leaves anywhere. Oh no, there are some more here. Excellent. So we're going to need 4 in order to fuel it up. Fibrous leaves are the most overused plant in their game. Fortunately, they do respawn. So that's nice. Okay, cool. So we'll move our little pins, move our getaway sticks, and go back and fill that thing up. Ideally, we need 2 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and can't really do anything with that at the moment. I'm going to drop on the beach. Good. So we're kind of in a weird situation at the moment where we can't do much more. I'm just going to drop some other things on the beach. Can I... Oh, I can't turn that into a pile, so that just goes down the beach. And step over to the one side. The lashing can go on the lashings pile, so we can be very tidy about things, and the cloth can just go here. Boop. Right. Okay, so we have some resources, some other resources. Cool. Really do need that pick though. Let's go and have a little look. Purple poison boy. Don't really want to step on that. That would be unfortunate. It's a little hoof up here. What's in here? Not great. Gonna be honest. Not great. But you can get in my pants. Gotta keep an eye out for sharks. What happens now? Well, the sharks can, in fact, swim in this area here. In between us and the boat. We still don't have, like, a hunting... Is that a tail? No, it might not be a tail. That's terrifying, that big thing just being there. So the sharks have like a patrol zone, and once you walk into the patrol zone, they will spawn. So there might not be anything around the island until you swim out, and then they'll appear, and usually they appear from behind. So it is now 10 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning even. The UV has turned to high, and the island is looking decent. We've landed on a fairly decent island, and it's decent because we've got a lot of stuff around, so that's neat. We can have a look in there. Food, excellent. So that's going to alleviate our issue for a little bit. We've got a lot of engine parts, more food and more engine parts. But disappointingly, we are lacking balls. We just don't have the balls that we need. Because these boats usually have one of two things. They have balls or tires. Balls or rubber. Rubber? Oh, or drums. One of three things. So yeah, the little yellow balls or the tires or, yeah, whatever. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I'm not seeing any, like... Alright. Alright. Let's have a little explore. While we're underwater, UV is fine, but oxygen is now starting to go down. But the more we run around, the more our physical goes up. So it's kind of like, it balances itself out. More containers. Well, I say more containers. Have we got any containers yet? No. Alright. So lashings and leather. Leather is good for things like rawhide. You get or make leather from rawhide. Let's do this. Let's just be very clean about how we're doing things, and I'll drop you there. Good. So our water still is now busy making water. We're just going to drink straight out of the faucet. Good. Excellent. So yeah, we have started another playthrough. I like it. Another. We do have that big wreck in the distance. Maybe that's got some stuff on it. Ooh, can we get to any... Are there any sort of close wrecks that we can get to without getting our face eaten off? I don't know. What is so crafting's not... it's not going up. Harvesting might go up next. Alright, let's see. I'm going to be very careful about this. Can we swim through a hole in the hull? We can indeed do that. Sometimes a shark will just swim straight through the side of the boat that you happen to be on. Spyglasses, engine parts. Ooh, air tanks. Anything else in here? Nope. Alright. Why do they do that? Why did... This is a bit of an awkward angle, if I'm going to be honest. Let's just sort of glitch our way onto the top. Hey, buddy. Alright. So is a tiger shark. He's just swimming around being a tiger shark. He was outside all the time. Yes, I know. He was just like, I'm just kind of waiting for you to put your pins in the water so I can bite them off. Please don't. I don't like it when you do that. Is he between us and the island? No. I mean, the only thing we've got to take him out is a crude axe. At 85% durability. It's not good. So yeah, he's down there. He's just swimming around. He's doofing around. Sploosh. Alright, yeah, there he is. We should be okay. He can't get into the shallow water, I don't think. I mean, he knows we're here. Or... I don't think we can... Our hunting skill's just not high enough. Nope. Nor is our speed. How many hits would it take with a crude axe? I think around 10? Ooh, maybe 12? I'm not entirely sure. Where did you go? Oh, it's on the other side. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy! Toidle? He might end up swimming into the field of another shark, so you get double sharkage. Oh, crikey. I don't like that. Alright, okay. I think we're going to need to gear up before taking that lad out. In the meantime, let's just ignore him. He's fine out there. He'll try and attack us while we're on land, but that's fine. Let's find any more rocks that we can, and then we got a little wait for the lashings to come back. Now the plan is to mate, what is going on? What's going on with our legs? Our getaway sticks are all tired out. Yeah, we just run out of stamina. So the plan is to put the bigger custom island into the game, and then once the big custom island is in the game, what we can do is build ourselves a raft. Now we could take the little yellow raft, or it might be better off to start building a big raft using all the parts that we can find on this island, and then go from island to island and just start making bigger raft, like big raft. Once we have done that, it's going to be easy to go back and forth from what will be our new home island and start gathering resources, because we're going to make a big house. Ooh, a big house. We're going to make a mansion even bigger than the mansion that we had before. So that is something to look forward to. So if you like seeing big builds, if you like seeing big islands, if you like seeing big sharks, and if you like seeing big butts, well, you've got 3 out of 4 there. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Consider subscribing, and if you do subscribe, dingle the bingle. If you want notifications, if you don't want notifications, don't click the bell, because you can in fact be subscribed and never get notifications. It's just a weird thing, that. Also, give the video a like if you like it, because that helps out the video, helps out the channel, and makes me feel good. And I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.